Hey earliers, I hope you all had a lovely weekend and are ready for a new week. So like every other week, we're going to start with a new tricky word and sentence of the week. So I wonder if we know what our tricky word of the week is here. Does anybody know? It's you. You. Are you ready? We're going to do the same as we do every week. Ready? I'm going to say it and then you're going to say it. Ready? You. 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 You, you. Super stuff. Okay, let's have a look at some of the sounds that we got in you. But again, remember why we call them tricky words? We can't sound it out, can we? We cannot sound out the word. It is tricky. We just have to learn it. But I do like to look for little clues. And let's have a look then. You. What's that first sound we can hear in you? You. Y-O-U spells you. Can you say that? Y-O-U spells you. Those are the letter names, aren't they? Letter Y, letter O, letter U. Y-O-U. Or we look at the sounds y, o, a. Y, o, a. It's quite nice to keep saying those sounds over and over again. Then hopefully they'll stay in our brains and we can learn to write it without even looking at it. So our tricky word is you. Now we're going to have a think about how we can put that into a sentence. But before I write my sentence, can you guys remind me what are those really important things? Now I haven't got my symbols up today. I think you're going to have to remind me what I need to do. What are those three really important things we must remember when we're writing a sentence? Can you do the Kung Fu punctuation? Can you show me? We need a capital letter. And where does a capital letter come in a sentence? At the beginning of a sentence, doesn't it? We need a capital letter at the beginning of a sentence. And hopefully after last week's game of matching the capital letters and lowercase letters, we're all feeling really, really confident on what our capital letters look like. So we need our capital letter at the beginning of a sentence, and we also need what? What else do we need? Finger spaces, don't we? We need finger spaces in between each of the letters or in between each of the words? Each of the words, don't we? And in between each word, we need a finger space. Super stuff. And then one really important thing that comes right at the end of our sentences. Do you remember what that is? You do come for punctuation, ready? Ha! It's a full stop. So we know that is the end of a sentence. Okay? Now, we could use you in a lot of sentences, but I'm going to keep a nice short one today and one that I would like to be able to say to children all of the time. And here is my sentence. You are kind. You are kind. Okay, nice short sentence, isn't it? You are kind. How many words are in my sentence? 3, aren't there? You are kind. And does it make sense? I think so. Like I say, I like to say it to children when I see them. You are kind, especially if they are showing me that they are being kind koalas. You are kind. Lovely. 3 words. I know my words. I know my first word. What was my first word? You. Am I going to use this you, letter Y, to start off my sentence? Or do I need to do something to it? Yep, I need to turn it into a capital letter, don't I? So, hopefully, like with our games last week, we know what they look like. And I'm going to start with a capital U. Oh, who can remind me? How do I spell it? How do I spell U? Y-O-U, super stuff. So I'm going to do my capital, if my pen works. I've got my Y, my capital Y, my O, and my U. We have practiced how to do the letter U, in our handwriting, so I'd love to see some beautiful cursive with that. U, I need to remember a finger space. I need a finger space. Well, you can remind me, what was my second word? You are. Now, we learnt that sound last week, didn't we? But again, are is actually a tricky word. So if you did write it like this, just the sound like this, that would be absolutely fine. I would absolutely love that because I know, like I say, you're using those phonics sounds that you know to write your words. But this is actually how we spell it. We just add an E to the end. And you know what? That's another tricky word we're going to be learning very, very soon. So maybe we could get a head start now. U, finger space, R, finger space. What was my last word? Kind, kind. Okay, again. So with this word, we have to think about some of the letters and what sounds they make. So what's that first sound we can hear in kind? Kind. I can hear a k, k, k sound. But then we have to think about what type of k is in that word. So should we try both and see what looks better? So let's start with a curly k. And in this word, my I doesn't make the I sound, it makes the I sound, which sometimes it can do. I, d, kind. I'm not sure that's how it looks. And I can see the word kind everywhere because we have kindness koala and we have lots of things to do with kindness koala around the school. So I'm going to try the other k, the kicking k. I, d, kind. I think that one looks a bit better, don't you? So I know it's not that. It's not a curly k. It is the kicking k. You are kind. Is my sentence finished? Is that a good one? Or is there something else that I need to do? Full stop. Thank you for reminding me. I need a nice full stop at the end of my sentence so I know that I have finished with it. So should we read our sentence back and maybe you can help me with my Kung Fu punctuation. Ready? You are kind. Ha. Full stop. Okay. So your challenge today then is have a go at practicing writing you are tricky words. And if you can, writing the sentence of the week. Now, again, you can use my sentence, or if you can think of your own sentence, absolutely go for it. And what I would like you guys to try this week is see if you can have a go at doing it on your own. Send your adults off for 2 minutes or a couple of minutes, however long it takes you. Have a try on your own. And does it matter if we get it wrong? No, because we're just learning at the minute, aren't we? And it's okay, and it's okay to have a go, and then we'll learn, won't we? We'll learn. If we get things wrong, our adults, or we can help you correct it, make sure, or change things that we need to change, okay, to make sure that it is right, and then that's how we learn, isn't it? So it's absolutely fine. So I would love you to be a persevering penguin, as well as a kind koala, and have a go at doing it on your own, and then calling your adult back, and seeing if they can read your sentence, okay? So that is your challenge for today. So good luck, early years. I look forward to seeing them.